St. Louis.
Hard-hitting one-on-one contest. Greg, good afternoon. Happy New Year.
Happy to be here as always. Very excited to be here on this afternoon. A packed card, and it is a absolutely capacity crowd here in Collinsville, Illinois. This is exactly what Glory Pro is all about. We're going to kick things off right here with a huge one-on-one contest.
We welcome all of you watching live on IndieWrestling.tv. Hopefully you are using that promo code 20GLORYDAYS to get your free preview of IndieWrestling.tv. And you already see Aaron Orion in the ring. His opponent for Glory Pro's first match of the new year is a man who had one of the best 2018s of all the wrestlers in this company. It's Jake Parnell. It's the Warhorse.
And it just goes to show you exactly how the competition here is in Glory Pro. A guy that was on top of the world last year, he's here. He's got to prove himself against Aaron Orion.
As we mentioned, 10 matches in total on your card for tonight. It'll be main evented by the Crown of Glory Championship. Kurt Stallion defends against Bandito.
These guys are about ready to get started off hot here already.
Aaron Orion, one of the hardest hitters that you're going to see here in Glory Pro Wrestling. A Canadian, mostly a Midwestern wrestler, but Jake Parnell is easily a fan favorite here amongst the crowd in Collinsville, Illinois, just outside of St. Louis.
He's one of the top guys anywhere around. You can see it. We already know that 2019 is going to be a crazy year for professional wrestling. Warhorse is one of those guys that you can see as everybody else moves up and moves on. He could be a guy that moves into that upper echelon, and he's going to have to prove it here tonight, though, against a young, hungry guy like Aaron Orion.
When you look back at Warhorse's 2018, I mentioned as he was coming out, probably had one of the biggest 2018s, but I want to know your thoughts on how you think it went for him. He started off the year ending his feud with Gary J, which, that was about a year-long feud in itself, and then made his way all the way up to #1 contender before losing to Kurt Stallion at Horsepower just a few months ago.
Kind of goes by how do you judge it. I mean, he went all around the United States with Gary J. They went toe-to-toe and gained a lot of notoriety. They didn't gain a lot of championships. He's moving up. He's going into that next tier, but right now at this moment, he's not that main event guy. He's got to come out and get these wins and prove that he's still capable of being the top guy in this area, which I know he can. He's one of the most talented guys around. But when you get to the mountaintop there, you need to make that a learning experience if you don't get the win, which he did not. He dropped that match to Kurt Stallion. So I want to see how he reacts to a loss. That's a big point of any athlete. You get up there, you get to where you think you want to be, and you drop that match. How do you react? And this is going to be a big moment for him.
Striking back and forth, knife edge chop after knife edge chop. The two guys just trading blows back and forth. Who's going to be able to be the last man standing in this one?
We're talking a lot about Warhorse. I think we know a lot about Warhorse. We're still figuring out about a guy like Aaron Orion, and he's here going toe-to-toe with a guy that we all agree is one of the top dudes in the area. So you can't sleep on a guy like Aaron Orion. They finally end that chop exchange. This crowd in love with the Warhorse Jake Parnell. That is absolutely undeniable. Look at just lighting him up, making him pay for wanting to trade chops with him.
When you go back, Aaron Orion, he was here at Glory Pro for the last show back in November, the Fear of the Dark show they had. Back in, I guess, October is when that show would have been. And he was in a 5-way or 6-way scramble.
It's hard to stand out in those matches when you're an athlete, you're coming in, you're in there with 6, 7 other guys sometimes. And so this is his one-on-one chance to prove himself here against one of the best.
Orion standing tall at the moment, knocking Parnell down to the ground, kind of trying to regain some of his composure.
This is a mistake, though. He's given a chance for a guy like Warhorse to catch his breath. You got to stay on him. You got to punish him. That's what it looks like he's ready to do here.
Big drop kick to the back. Warhorse, 2, and kicked out at 1. You're going to do a lot more to get Jake Parnell down for a 3 count. This is a man that we saw just a few months ago in a last man standing match, has had some of the most vicious matches that we've seen in Glory Pro. If you think that it's going to take less than your best to finish him off 1, 2, 3, well, you got another thing coming.
You see Parnell trying to shake off those blows as they come in. You can read it in his face that they're hitting. The wind is getting sucked out of him here. Aaron Orion's right where he wants to be. He just needs to keep that punishment going, keep those heavy hits coming, and he may be able to pull an upset here. A big backbreaker.
It's been all Aaron Orion here for the last several minutes of this one. Back to their feet. It looks like Warhorse finally trying to get back on the offense, but no, a knee to the stomach there is going to knock him back down. What's Aaron Orion thinking? Big elbow drop.
It goes to show you this size advantage is still a factor. You can love a guy like Jake Parnell. I love a guy like Jake Parnell. He's super talented. And maybe a guy is not as experienced, maybe not as well liked by the crowd, but he's a big, tough SOB. He's coming in here and punishing Jake Parnell. And you're seeing the effects of it right here as he's clinching those ribs. And I tell you, quick 2 count. I've personally broken ribs in the ring before, and it makes it, I did not want to live for the next 2 months, let alone continue to fight a guy like Aaron Orion.
You got to wonder about the strategy here of Aaron Orion, as we've talked about throughout this match. What it takes to defeat a Warhorse. Just cover after cover is not going to do it. You got to knock him out cold if you think you're going to have a chance.
Every cover is not necessarily designed to win a match, though. Sometimes you're going to get a cover to wear him down. He has to. You figure that human being's laying on top of Jake Parnell. He's going to push him off. That exacerbates energy and wears down your opponent. So every cover is just wearing your opponent down. Parnell feeling it a little bit, though. He gets that look in his eyes. He's going into that next level.
Goes up to the second rope. He goes off. Drop kick! Orion is down on his knees. And Warhorse is feeling it.
Parnell's hitting that second gear now with those big chops. Crowd feeling it. Aaron Orion definitely feeling it.
Orion misses with the clothesline. German suplex. And he's going to hang on. He's going to go for 2.
Parnell's got more strength than most little guys.
Got him over the second one. Still hanging on tight.
Chucking around a big dude like Aaron Orion.
Can we get 3? Oh, Orion gets no!
Hooks that arm, dumps him right on his head. He's got to get over and cover him.
Is this going to be enough for Warhorse to pick up the 1, 2? Oh, kick out at 2.
I'm not surprised that Parnell is trying to get back into this match, but he's right where he wants to be now. You're a big dude like Aaron Orion. You get dumped on the back of your head. That'll get you going.
Warhorse getting the crowd behind him. Orion slowly up to his knees. What's he going for here? No, Orion reverses it, throws him on his back.
You see the crowd. We're live on independentwrestling.tv. We are the place to be right now this day. Aaron Orion could come out here first match and make a gigantic statement by beating one of the best in Glory Pro in 2018. Look at him just smacking him across the face with disrespect.
Orion wants to send Warhorse into the corner. Warhorse reverses it. Recovers. Oh, big splash in the corner.
I like that moxie from Aaron Orion, though.
Orion with some new life On the outside, jumps back in though. Oh!
Driving him face first into the ground. Orion feeling it a little bit here. This is your moment, bud. You want to come in, you want to be here with the best. This is your time to show it. Put him away.
Warhorse drops him down to the ground.
A little bit of a struggle here. Oh, he's just booting him in the chest now.
Grab the arms, just kicks right to the sternum. Oh, and a spit in the face by Orion. Warhorse, not a fan of that.
You see Parnell trying to give it all he's got, trying to get the crowd into this. You can tell he's hurting. You can tell he needs help from another gear here. Oh! Big slam. That could do it.
All the covers Orion's gone for. Not going for one here, though.
That may be a mistake. You want to try and put him away when you've got the shot. I think Orion might be feeling himself a little too much here.
The crowd is not happy to see Orion on top at the moment. They love Warhorse here on Glory Pro.
I'm an unbiased spectator, but that seems like a mistake. Try to take a second to gloat when you got a world-class athlete in there. Chop right across the back. That's a big move of disrespect. That's a receipt for that slap across the face, I guarantee.
Another kick to the face. Warhorse going up second rope again. And
caught him. He caught him.
He catches him. Big knee
right
to the
across
back.
the back.
1, 2. Oh!
I thought we had an upset victory right there. When he brought him down, he's been working those ribs, working those ribs. A big backbreaker like that could have been enough to send him away. The crowd is behind Warhorse, but he's going to need it after that big backbreaker. Crushing those ribs, crushing those vertebrae. And you see again, Aaron Orion sort of playing with him here when he's on top. He needs to get his head in the game here, realize who he's in there with.
Just showing just disrespect to Parnell.
I'm all for a certain dominance. I'm all for doing it your way. That's how I've done it for a long time. But when you're in there with a guy like Jake Parnell, man, you need to give him everything you've got every minute that you're in there. If I was out there managing Aaron, I'd be telling him to stay on him, stay on him.
Big blows being traded off the ropes.
Is Parnell going to bring out that big lariat that he's known for here?
Here comes a lariat from oh my God.
Spinning elbow to the face. These guys just teeing off on one another. Both go for a pump kick there, and they both, you could tell that they both didn't have it after that strike exchange. They both tried to get a contact there and barely made contact. They're both down.
This might end the match right here. For as little as these two probably have left in the tank, something like that could just put them down for the 10 count.
They're just sitting there teeing off on each other's head, teeing off on each other's head. This match has been going on for quite some time. You can see right there, they are knocked loopy, they are gassed. It's taking everything they have just to stay in this thing.
Got up by the referee's 7 count. Two of them trading clotheslines, both staying on their feet.
There's a lot of pride in Jake Parnell, but sometimes he misunderestimates his size. This isn't a huge size advantage, but I don't know, I'd just keep... Whoa! I stand corrected, big lariat! I was going to say I wouldn't keep just crashing into him, but hey, I guess that's why I'm behind this desk and he's in the ring.
Parnell looking for it. Another clothesline.
Clothesline.
Is that going to do it? 1, 2, 3.
There it is.
Jake Parnell picks up his first victory of 2019 over Aaron Orion.